good morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on what part of the globe you're on and what time zone you are in. I'm your host, Skeptically Speaking.
And I'm Sweet Pea from across the pond.
Yes, the war on the trans community is ramping up to the point where they are attacking show of support for the community. Park ranger was fired displaying the trans flag in a blatant violation of the First Amendment, protected speech. The Trump administration is trying to discourage any and all support by testing the fence, so to speak. Let's show these fascist fucks we will not be intimidated. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Bluesky, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, Kick, Rumble, Twitch, and now on Substack. If you want more independent media in your life, please consider supporting the show. You can support us on Cash App, Venmo, Patreon. Links will be in the description. How are you?
I am doing good, thank you. How are you?
I think I'm okay. I'm kind of okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, it's like a barrage of bullshit. It's imagine a fire hydrant just opened up on you. And instead of refreshing water, what do we get? Bullshit. That's what. So, I don't know. It's just, I mean, obviously they want us to be discouraged. They want us,
Of course they do.
intrepidated, in fear. What other acronyms can we use?
They
want us cowed.
Want to tread us down. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They want to tread us down.
Under the
They
boot
want
of
us.
tyranny.
Yeah. They want to instill fear in us, and we can't allow them to do that. We need to rise up and fight them at every single turn.
Yes, and may we be the voices supporting pride and equality, because that's what it's about. So our first story is, we're just going to lead out the gate. We're going to focus on the trans supporter. We don't even know if this person is trans. Basically, he was a park ranger. Have a big, huge blow up. So Yosemite National Park fired a park ranger last week for hanging a transgender pride flag on the park's iconic El Capitan rock formation. So she's in rock climbing gear. If she had flown any other flag, guaranteed it wouldn't have been a problem. But she flew a trans flag, and that was too much for the Trump administration. And as you know, Yosemite Park, I believe, falls under federal jurisdiction. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Shannon S.J. Jocelyn, who has been a ranger and wildlife biologist in the park since 2021, said maybe this is either this is non-binary or trans. They were fired August 12th from what they described as their dream job. They had park leadership. They said park leadership told them they failed to demonstrate acceptable conduct. Acceptable conduct by whom? I wonder. In their role by participating in the trans flag display. Your thoughts? Go ahead.
How does one conduct themselves then? I would very much like to hear this person's thoughts on the matter.
Yeah. And I, for one, would like to see who ratted them out.
Yes.
I would like to see who decided this was unacceptable behavior. Notice if this had been a thin blue line or a Trump flag, it would have been considered acceptable.
Oh, yeah.
But the park administration, which I have to wonder I don't think they were under any pressure. I think they are Trump acolytes, and
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, I believe that's how it is because what they're doing is they're trying to. Oh, continue reading. Yes, I will. Jocelyn said, "I'm devastated. Oh, who is trans and used they them pronouns? Okay, so they are. Okay. We don't take our position in the park service to make money or to have any kind of huge career gains. We take it because we love the places that we work. I have a PhD in bioinformatics, and I could be making a lot more money in Silicon Valley, which is only a few hours away, but I made career choices to position myself in Yosemite National Park because this is the place that I love the most. Imagine, if you will, a person who is not motivated by money, by personal profit. I I just wonder what this kind of signal what does this send to everyone else who is wanting to be of service, public service, but they're realizing, "Oh, well, I won't be as appreciated unless I'm actually with a Fortune 500 company." We are basically sending the message to young people that they're not going to take a pay cut. They're not going to want to work for less. They're not going to even try to pursue their dream job because it is not economically advantageous. I mean, you tell me, what message would this send to young people coming out of college?
It would send the wrong message, I think.
That's stating it mildly. They are pursuing administrative action against multiple National Park Service employees for failing to follow National Park Service regulations. The spokesperson declined to say which regulations the employees allegedly violated. So they're going after several. This isn't the only person. They're going after several because they want to send the message loud and clear. Any acceptance or display of support of DEI initiatives or of the LGBTQ plus community is to be discouraged.
I'm sorry, but aren't those parks publicly funded with taxpayers' money to help keep them running?
Last time I thought on the matter, that's the impression I got.
Yeah, so means it's a public space, and wouldn't it be protected under the First Amendment of free speech? Your right to sort of put up like signs and stuff, or is it only signs that these bigoted facts are allowing? Because I reckon that everyone that's in the LGBT community and our allies, we should boycott these places.
Well, I don't know if boycotting them is not going to really, because they're federally funded, their money doesn't come from the visitors. It comes from, you know, our tax dollars. Now, the only way to actually boycott is to withhold money. And
Yeah.
considering that the money is not coming from southern states, because southern states are welfare states, they depend on federal dollars, which come from blue states. So, but then again, not funding this park would have disastrous effects.
Yeah, it would. It would. On the wildlife, which would be unfair. It's just a shame that we couldn't.
America, yeah.
I don't want to punish the wildlife. I don't want
America
to
has to vote better. There's no other way. There's no other.
Yeah.
Rachel Politz, a spokesperson for the NPS, said the agency and the Justice Department are pursuing administrative action against several. Okay, I've read that. Hold on. National employees and possible criminal charges against several park visitors who are alleged to have violated federal laws and regulations related to demonstrations. What the fucking hell? Politz added, "We do not commit on We do not comment on specifics of personal actions or criminal investigations. However, we want to emphasize that we take protection of the park's resources and the experience of our visitors very seriously and will not tolerate violations of law and regulation that impact those resources and experiences. Can you name a single resource or experience that would have been impacted by this display of a flag?
None.
You know what? I have been inspired. I am going to take a picture
I
of
reckon.
this flag, and I'm going to show
Mhm.
you what the big fuss is about.
I bet there's no fuss. I bet some bigoted twat got their knickers in a twist simply because they were bigot, simply because they didn't like what the flag symbolizes.
Yeah, panties in a twist is saying
And
it
what they really
mildly.
should be what they should really be getting upset is, why are they not calling out white cis Christian men for sexually assaulting children? Why keep going after trans people? It's really pissing me off, to be honest.
Yeah. See, what they're doing is they're going after the most marginalized group.
Mm.
They're going after the very marginalized because they're easy pickings. And you tell me. So let me see if I can pull this up. So here's what all the fuss is about. Basically it was hung in looks like a off of a cliff. I mean, my God, you couldn't even see it. You know, right here. Can you see that? It's pretty big. Let me get it to fit to screen. Yeah.
Is that what the fuss is about?
Yeah, buddy. That right there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Apparent too
Unless
much, too much.
you actually looked, there's nothing wrong with that. There is no graffiti or anything on the side. It is simply a harmless flag.
I mean, the worst they could have done is just take it down. If they could have said, "Oh,
Yeah.
just take it down." Okay, easy done.
Yeah, exactly.
Jocelyn said the flag display, which they organized with other LGBTQ climbers and advocates and participated in outside of work hours, was intended to celebrate trans people and show that everyone is welcome in the nation's park. The flag was up on El Capitan for about 2 hours when park officials told the climbers to remove it. Though the climbers said at the time that they were not told that they had broken any park rules. So they were told to remove it, which they did.
So what the fuck was
About
the problem
a
then?
week after the display, Jocelyn said park leadership told them that they were subject of a criminal investigation into the hanging of the flag. After the investigation, acting deputy superintendent Danica Globakar fired Jocelyn due to their participation in what leadership described as flag demonstration. Flag demonstration.
But it's a public space. Fucking hell. That is
That's where we're at in
disgusting.
this country.
Yeah.
Jocelyn said they asked for evidence providing that the flag display was a demonstration, but said leadership did not provide any. So, yeah, this has lawsuit written all over it. They cited the long history of a variety of flags being flown on the rock's face, including by park employees. For example, park employees flew the upside-down U.S. flag during Yosemite Firefall event in February to protest the Trump administration's cuts of National Park Service employees. A group of activists also raised a Stop the Genocide flag on El Capitan in support of Palestinians in Gaza in June 2024. There was no policy prohibiting the display of flags on El Capitan until the day after Jocelyn and their team hung the trans flags, when the NPS issued a new rule banning the hanging of large flags in wilderness areas. Yosemite leadership updated the 2024 Superintendent's Commendum to include the update. So they're being charged criminally. Oh, there's a video. Ooh, let me play.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, so they're showing how they. Oh, okay. So this was a lot easier than I had envisioned.
Trans lives matter.
Okay. Well, that didn't take as much effort as I thought it would. All right. I mean, obviously you got to hang the ropes, and then the flag fit across the ropes, and they just slid it out across the ropes. So that, all right, that works too. All right, so there you have it. You've got your First Amendment rights are being they're being attacked right now as we speak. Make no mistake, this is happening in the US, and it's up to us if we're going to make our voices heard. Our voices weren't loud enough in 2024 when it came to the ballot. So how's the midterms looking? Are we still bitching about, oh, well, my type of Democrat isn't on the ballot, so meh. I'll tell you what, if this happens again, then you can kiss democracy goodbye. And I blame white people for that. I'm sorry, but enough's enough. All right. Well, in other news, in worse news, so you'll notice the graphic, the bigger graphic where it has a husband and wife. The husband is in an orange outfit. I guess you can call them jail clothes. Another example as to why women choose the bear. A man is sentenced to 18 years for killing new wife in Phoenix Home Depot parking lot. Mother of fuck.
1,000
What
kids
in the
last
living
year.
fuck?
We're looking for champions of hope to donate.
Okay, go away. We don't need your ads. Phoenix, a Valley man who admitted to killing his new wife was sentenced to almost 2 decades in prison. Almost 2 decades. 18 years. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office announced Monday. Maricopa County, where have we heard that? Maricopa County, where have we heard that before? That's where a lot of the ballots were challenged. Remember that?
Yeah.
The recounts. Yeah. Carrie Lake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This dopey, goofy, nasty motherfucker. Stephen Dennis, 36, stabbed and killed his wife, 37-year-old Alicia Grant, outside of a Home Depot in North Phoenix last September after the couple talked about getting an annulment, according to prosecutors. Basically a divorce. Why do they call it annulment? Why not just call it a divorce?
No, exactly. But isn't Carrie like
the
lady with the Hoover?
No, that's Carrie Lake is the goofy ass Republican who films herself with, it looks like a greasy lens, but it's actually a filter.
Oh,
she thinks actually makes her look.
Yeah,
you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, she was a
I know
nutter,
exactly who you're talking about.
A nutbag for Trump.
So who is the other nutbag for Trump that used to hoover the floor before he used to come out each and every time?
That was Carrie Lake. She photographed herself vacuuming at a Trump event. Like, lady, they don't care.
Yeah, that's not the flex
debasing
you think it
yourself. Is. Yeah, look at me pretending to be a housewife.
Yeah.
He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder earlier this year and was sentenced to 18 years in prison on Friday. What the fuck? This guy will be out in 7.
That is disgusting.
if he has
That's
good behavior,
disgusting.
he can kill his
Do you-
wife and get out in
do you-
7.
Do you know what is disgusting? You
Go ahead.
go to prison for longer for cannabis.
Yeah, well, if you're caught dealing, I think. Okay, but so I guess the only reason witnesses said they heard a woman in a Toyota Prius who was screaming for help. The woman later identified as Grant had been stabbed multiple times. Her husband Dennis was seen in the passenger seat of the car. Dennis got out of the car, argued with someone, and grabbed a bag out of the car before running away. Bystanders began trying to help Grant. They were relieved by Phoenix police officers once they got to the scene. The officers were treating Grant. She told them that she had been attacked by Dennis. Grant was taken to a nearby hospital where she died from her injuries. The only way I can think of why he got such a light sentence is that it was not premeditated and it just happened out of anger. Like, that makes it any better. So, yeah, women choose the bear yet again. This wasn't just a violent crime. It was an act of betrayal carried out by someone who should have been a source of safety, not fear. Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell said in a press release. So why is he getting off? I'm sorry, 18 years is getting off.
You should spend life in prison. Sorry.
This guy should not be allowed on the streets again.
Nope. No, he shouldn't.
I mean, this is such bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
A woman miscarries. She could be dragged in front of a grand jury.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. This is why women are opting to be alone. They're like, you know what? For me and my health, I think it's safer if I just not be around men. This is fucking ridiculous.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
I mean, there you go. 18 years, and he's going to get off. He's going to serve half that, if that, for good behavior.
What are they going to do when he reoffends? Oh, I had
Charge
another
him again.
emotional outburst. It's disgusting.
36.
Women are not safe while he's out there.
How old was he? 36. And he hasn't learned to regulate his emotions. Women, I have to say, and again, I don't even want to approach victim blaming, but please, I don't know. Is there a way to actually know somebody before you hook up with them? Because a marriage is a huge commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already talking about, they had just gotten married and they're already talking about divorce. And then he just, in a fit of rage, decides to kill his wife. Unfucking real.
The thing is, with these monsters,
Disgusting.
they hide in plain sight. They only show you what they want you to see. And by the time that you realize how utterly disturbed and mentally ill these people are, it is too late.
Yeah. I mean,
They very much have a mask on. And there is no way you don't know till it's too late.
I don't know. But at some point, something's got to give. Okay, well, God damn it. I was really going to keep this to bad news only. Something has just come across my desk. If I say the name Sydney Sweeney, what comes to mind? Faster, faster, faster. Think.
Well, I can't think now.
Sydney Sweeney, think of her laying back, draped in blue jean, and saying, genetics is passed from parents to offspring. Nothing?
What, in the unseasoned fucking chicken?
Yes. Correct. So, Sydney Sweeney did a full-blown commercial with American Eagle jeans, blue jeans. And she was just in her Brooke Shields glory, just really sexing it up for the camera. And all the right-wing MAGAs were like, woo! Finally, we got representation. Yeah, blue-eyed blonde hair. Wow, yes. That's us. We're back, baby. We're gonna go out to American Eagle and we're gonna buy. And it's like some of the people that were making videos saying, "Guess where we are? Guess where we are? We're at American Eagle. We're gonna buy some blue jeans." It's like, honey, they got nothing for you there. What are you fitting into? I'm sorry, but you're not fitting into those jeans. What exactly are you going to buy? This is not fat shaming. I would not fit in the majority of their products. I'd have to get oversized myself, and I need to reduce myself. And that's, it turns out that
I don't think I'd be able to get one leg in those jeans, let alone two, let alone my ass.
So Sydney Sweeney's latest movie that she was released, her latest movie she was in, because I know that this ad was going to be kind of like a vehicle to help promote her movie. Whenever you see a movie star or a television star doing commercials, you know that there's a project soon to be released. Not always. In her case, yes. It looks like her movie is going to be a flop on opening weekend, mere weeks after starring in a controversial ad campaign. Americana, a modern Western, which also stars Halsey and Paul Walter Hauser, don't know them. It opened at an estimated $500,000 in over 1,100 theaters. That's well behind weeks-old releases like Jurassic World Rebirth and Superman. Now, those two movies that have been released are still getting viewership, and even the new release of Americana couldn't outdo Superman and Jurassic World Rebirth. And this is when those two movies are winding down. You see what I'm saying? This is when they're starting to see, oh, there's less and less people coming out. Okay, now let's start releasing the digital whatever on the platforms. Go ahead.
I'm not sure how many I speak for, but I'm sure there's pretty sure there's people like me that would rather go watch the last Sharknado than have anything to do with Sweeney.
Now, did you ever watch the show Euphoria?
No, not yet.
I haven't either. She was in it.
Okay.
It was really big when it came out. I'm sorry. I don't want to see a show with a bunch of teenagers. I don't.
No, no, me neither. That's why I never watched it, to be honest. It was just it never appealed to me.
Yeah. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Yeah, okay. Now, the back and forth over whether the small jeans ad was borderline Nazi propaganda rose to such a level that President Donald Trump weighed in. Of course, it's never complete until Trump weighs in. Bless you for your words of unwisdom.
Is he going to bless everyone with ketchup?
Guess what he says? Trump commended her for having the hottest ad out there. Now,
Ew.
My mind went there too. Oh yeah, she reminds me of my daughter Ivanka when she used to be hot. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see the
Yes.
interview of him saying how lovely Tiffany's legs were, but he'd have to wait until she was older to see if she had her mother's boobs? And I'm just like, dude, that's fucking vile. You fucking pedo. That's disgusting.
Yeah, Biden would have been crucified for less. Oh, yes, he was.
Yes, just
Go get him. Go get him, Sydney, he wrote. The tide has seriously turned. Being woke is for losers. Being Republican is what you want to be. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Do you know? It is absolutely disgusting that they don't actually know what the word woke means. And I really wish they would stop fucking using words they do not understand.
I mean, I mean, they just will never learn. They will never learn. It's like, who is buying your shit? Right-wing fundamentalist maggots are not going to be buying it in Oh, you'll see a bump in sales, but don't forget, the woke crowd is what moves product. For instance, they kept saying, "Oh, American Eagle, American Eagle." Where are their jeans made? If I were to ask,
A blue state?
the jeans themselves, where are they made?
Would they be made in America or would they be made in China?
My guess, right off the top of my head, is going to be
Singapore?
China.
Yeah.
China, Vietnam, Mexico. That's where they
God,
outsource
dude.
their products. And these people were so hot to trot. Woo! We're back, baby. Yeah, American Eagle. It's like they're not even made here. These people are so stupid. It's like, you want American made. You want to say, yeah, bring those jobs back. What about American Eagle? They're in direct violation of your principles, MAGA.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
Yeah, just like most of Trump's merchandise is made in China.
India. I forgot about India. Yes. India, too.
God.
Well, J.D. Vance, his wife is from India, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
or of Indian
Yeah.
descent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know what she sees in him.
A meal ticket.
Mm.
That's what she sees in him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, some good news. Americana is a flop. Now, I don't know
Good.
if it's directly correlated, because as we know, correlation is not causation. Is it because of this ad, or is it because the movie just really sucks and no one really cared to see it? Now, of course, I'm going to feel very crunchy if the movie gets released on some platform. I watch it and go, oh, well, yeah, it's kind of good, actually. But I'm still glad it was boycotted. I don't care. To me, I don't care how good the film is. For instance, Mel Gibson. I don't care how good of an actor he is. He isn't anymore. I mean, this guy has just his brain is just shot. I mean, this guy just glitches. You know, my daughter and we watched a Mel Gibson movie, a Conspiracy Theory with Julia Roberts. It's a pretty good film. Unfortunately, Mel Gibson became the very character that he portrayed in the movie, and worse.
Yep.
So that's.
I used to really like Mel Gibson, and then
Yeah. And then when the Hollywood Access tapes or whatever the fuck, about him getting stopped, pulled over in a drunken, fueled rage, and he's just swearing at the cop, screaming about the Jews, but then it didn't stop there. Mel Gibson went after his girlfriend I can never
Yeah.
pronounce her name. Busted her face, broke her teeth. I mean, she literally had to go get reconstructive surgery.
Bit like Jack Nicholson's girlfriend.
Jack Nicholson's grandson, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let's.
Sad.
Yeah, we need to.
Yes. Sorry.
Let us like splatify. No, but I
Yes.
mean, it's just this. I mean, again, this is why women choose the bear. And they're like, we need to protect ourselves. Okay, last story coming up. They arrested a mayor. I don't know if you remember back in way back in May. I wouldn't blame you if you don't remember this, but this, I mean, it's almost like a lifetime ago. But the mayor got arrested. And what was his crime? He was outside of a New Jersey immigration facility protesting against ICE and was demanding to be let in to the facility so he could see how his constituents were being treated. The federal officer who arrested the mayor of New Jersey's largest city outside an immigration detention center in May suggests that he was making the arrest at the direction of the Justice Department's number 2 official, Todd Blanche, according to law enforcement camera footage, body cam footage described in a new court filing. So this mayor is suing the fuck out of the Justice Department. I mean, of course. The filing from Representative LaMonica McIver sheds new light on the chaotic scene on May 9th when Democratic lawmakers and Newark Mayor Ras Baraka attempted to conduct an oversight visit, clashed with immigration agents. Baraka was arrested for trespassing, but that charge was dropped because there was no charge to be had. There was nothing to charge him with. He was well in his right to be at that facility outside of the gate demanding to be let in. MacGyver was later charged with assaulting federal agents. She is seeking to get the case dismissed. Okay. According to MacGyver's attorney, a Department of Homeland Security special agent was on the phone as the events unfolded that day. Citing body cam footage they obtained in the case, the attorneys wrote that the special agent, after hanging up the call, turned to a group of fellow agents and announced, "We are arresting the mayor right now." Per the Deputy General of the United States, "Anyone that gets in our way, I need you guys to give me parameters so I can cuff them." Politico has not reviewed the body cam footage. Although the footage was submitted as an exhibit in the case, it was not yet publicly available. I would like to get that footage. Special agent's apparent suggestion that he was acting at Blanche's direction in the latest sign that top Justice Department officials are harnessing the power of law enforcement against Democrats and other perceived enemies of President Donald Trump. Trump's DOJ has opened investigation into various figure Trump disdains, including Jack Smith, James Comey, former Homeland Security aides who criticized him, and many others. Federal law enforcement officials have detained New York City Mayor Comptroller Brad Lander and handcuffed California Senator Alex Padilla. For months, Democrats have wondered if agents at the Newark Immigration Detention Center had been instructed by his superior to arrest Baraka. Witness accounts and other video footage taken the day shown the mayor had been allowed inside a gated area by a guard, stood there peacefully for the better part of an hour, and left the gated area when federal agents threatened him with arrest. That day, Representative Rob Menendez told Politico that he'd witnessed an agent inside the gated area talking on the phone with someone who told the agent to arrest Baraka, who by that time of the call was outside the gate. So he was inside the gate, stood there for over an hour, and then was told to leave, so he left and went outside the gate. He was arrested outside the gate, and I remember the footage clearly. They drug him back inside the gate so that they could take him down and arrest him there. Let's see. Even though he stepped out, I'm going to put him in cuffs. Yeah, okay. That's a lawsuit. Then the agent made the comment about...
fucking sues them.
Yeah, he has no choice. Because to let this go, I mean,
I hope he doesn't let it go. They need to be dragged through the
Now is
fucking
not the time.
coals for doing
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sirree, Bob. Law enforcement officials came out of the gate, arrested Baraka, setting off a scrum involving the mayor and members of Congress. MacGyver is accused of a 3-count indictment of slamming the special agent with her forearm, forcibly grabbing him and using her forearm to strike another agent. She has pleaded not guilty. Less than 2 weeks later, federal officials dropped a trespassing charge against Baraka, but a federal judge chided the effort to charge him in the first place. Magistrate Judge Andre M. Espinosa called it an embarrassing retraction that suggests a failure to adequately investigate, to carefully gather facts, and to thoughtfully consider the implications of your actions before wielding your immense power. This is where we're at in the U.S. of KKK. I mean, it just gets worse from here, folks. But yeah. But yeah, it's just going to get worse. And the story goes on, but we don't have time to go in. But this is the shot across the bow. This is why they want us defeated. They want us cowed. They want us shivering. They want us to be in fear of standing up and doing what's right. Do you have any more thoughts before we end the show?
We will not bend the knee to them. We will fight them at every step. And this is for white people that stayed at home. Get your fucking asses out. I don't care how you're feeling. Get your asses out and fucking vote for the proper person. Because doing protest votes is something that's so important. We get left with clowns like this in fucking office. Why subject us all to this shit? Get your fucking act together, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm so
spicy today. That's
yes,
okay.
Sorry.
No. This needs to be said. This needs to happen. And
it does.
If America
it's not just getting out to vote. They need to stand up for every single oppression that has happened. And this is towards the repression towards education, the LGBTQ community, racism, especially the racism. Get your fucking finger out your asses and fucking stand up and fucking say something. Sitting back and not saying nothing is not helping the situation. Get your white asses up and fucking stand up for people. I'm so
use your white privilege for good. No, please.
Exactly.
We need spiciness at this time. If you want more independent media in your life, please consider supporting the show. Cash App, Venmo, Patreon. Links are in the description. We need your help. And if you want to hear more from us, please consider supporting the show. And with that, we say good night. Take care.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.